Hey there guys, NintendoPSX here, and welcome to an analysis slash discussion of The Legend of Zelda for Wii U. Now, details of this game are scant to none, but visual cues and little details can be picked up just from looking deep into the screenshots provided by Nintendo. First off, this game appears to have a landscape very similar to multiple Zelda titles, those being A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess. Here I'll be focusing on 4 locations specifically that all relate from one game to the other and ultimately The Legend of Zelda for Wii U. Death Mountain, Hyrule Castle, Lake Hylia, and a desert. So let's get started. Right away you can tell this game is going to be massive and probably the largest Zelda game to date. There's luscious green scenery, a clear blue sky, radiant sun, and many mountains. But far in the back, near the top right, you can see what looks like a volcano. Is this perhaps Death Mountain? I think it is, but I'll get into more details of that after explaining the other locations first. Towards the left of that volcano is what appears to be Hyrule Castle with many pure white buildings that scale ever over the top of the mountains. This is the only location in this image so far that has such huge structures rather than wooden homes and cottages. Towards the left, obscured by a rock, shows a bluish portion of land. Is that perhaps water? Maybe it's Lake Hylia. It would make sense considering the positioning of the other game's Hyrules, but again I will get to that soon. Lastly, Zelda usually has deserts involved in some way or another. While we see no desert here in this particular image, there are many rocks and mountains blocking the left view of the screenshot for Zelda U. What is behind them? We don't know yet. I want to say that may be where a potential desert will lay. So I've described the 4 locations from this screenshot here, but to back this evidence I will take into account the games described above, A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess. First with A Link to the Past, we can see Death Mountain towards the north and to the right of Hyrule Castle, with Hyrule Castle being prominently in the middle of Hyrule. While any form of lake in A Link to the Past is to the right and not to the left, there is a desert set to the west of Hyrule Castle, much like what may be for Zelda U, which could lean credence towards the idea that there may be that there. Using the Hyrule map provided for Ocarina of Time gives us another similar layout. Death Mountain to the top right, Hyrule Castle to the left of Death Mountain and in the middle of Hyrule, and Lake Hylia to the left and near bottom of Hyrule, with Gerudo Valley, a form of desert, to the left of that. This map is near identical to that of A Link to the Past, and even what we've seen so far of Zelda U. Lastly, there is Twilight Princess, with once again, Death Mountain to the right, Hyrule Castle to the left of Death Mountain, being towards the middle of the map, Lake Hylia to the left of Hyrule Castle, and towards the bottom of that, and then there's Gerudo Desert past Lake Hylia. These 4 locations near match up with each other, with 1 or 2 having minor discrepancies. Either way, I think it's safe to say Zelda U is going to be using a familiar like Hyrule and Hyrule Field, but on a much more grander scale than ever before due to new technologies. Anyways, that's what I was able to dig out about locations. If anyone has any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to put it in the comments section and I'll probably reply. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. See you next time.